So comparing playing in the Northwest to playing abroad, playing another mosquito, is that there's a lot more mosquitoes here than there were in Tokyo. I think the biggest difference is that the crowds. Places like San Francisco or Los Angeles sometimes can be a little more serious, and it takes a little bit more to win them over. But that can be really satisfying too, because when you do win them over, you feel pretty good about it. When we played in Tokyo, the thing that was really interesting there was that people are really quiet while you're playing. Like it's almost like they're going to see a play or going to a movie or an opera. You know, like nobody makes any noise at all while you're playing. And then when the songs are over, then they erupt into applause. But it's just dead quiet while you're playing. Which is kind of, well, yeah, we had a film crew for this reality show. They followed us for, I guess it was 9 days. So they were with us all the time. We were always mic'd. Everywhere we went, basically for 9 days. And so that was a little bit of an adjustment, but it was fun. It was really fun. So I think the direction of Head Like a Kite, the direction we're going right now, is moving even more into electronic. I think the first album was sort of a hybrid of indie rock and electronic, and then the second album definitely embraced electronica more. But this new album that we just finished, that's going to be coming out in March, is even more electronic and more hip-hop in its beats.
Although some of the sounds on the next album are definitely 70s. It's like a mixture of like chase scene, porn, Italo disco guitar, and like electronic.
Main influences from the Northwest. Well, in some respects, Modest Mouse, although not really the style of music that they play, but more just in the production of their albums. Because our first two albums were produced by Brian Deck, who also produced some of the Modest Mouse stuff, and I think you can hear a little bit of his production style.
We listen to a lot of Truckosaurus, they're local. We listen to a lot of Saturday Nights, local. We listen to a lot of Sleepy Eyes of Dead, they're also local.
Like Animals at Night, cool local band.
Mr. Greg Markle.
Greg Markle often, did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a mosquito.
Crossover head.
So a lot of people ask us about our live show and how we string the songs together, and wondering, is that kind of improv or is that really planned out? Yeah, it's totally planned out. We try to approach the live shows like a DJ show. You know, it's kind of approach it where Trent and I are basically looping and editing and cutting up a live band while we're playing, and so I kind of take on the function of a DJ. I'm up on the mixer, manipulating the sounds that we're both creating with instruments. I think it's a lot more fun that way too, because we try to make the shows more of a dance party, and want to keep the music going the whole time. Well, people sometimes ask how we met, and
well, Dave was a Speedo model, and we met at a competition. I was a Speedo model, and I talked about drumming, and he looked at my website, and
actually I looked at his Speedo first, but then looked at his website.
And then he gave me a roofie. I passed out. He took me to his house. I woke up chained to the drums, and he whipped me and he made me play for 7 hours straight. And he said, "Okay, you're the drummer." So then I have a choice. I have a choice. I quit. It's real live fun.
Entangled, that was another since the house burned down.